Hey, it's that time again. Welcome everyone to the 67th Trivia Quiz-Off. Today you'll have a chance to show up and show off your knowledge of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. As always, I am your host, JoPro, and I am joined today by my lovely co-host, Jeb. Say hi to everybody, Jeb. Yep, that's Jeb. So, how exactly does this unique video trivia experience work? Well, I'm glad you asked. In a moment, I'm going to ask you a total of 25 multiple choice questions about the Thousand-Year Door, ranging from moderate to extreme difficulty. The questions will ramp up in challenge as we go along. Your goal is to answer as many as possible and achieve a top score. You can pause the video if you need more time to think, because I'm only going to give you a few seconds, but please do not look up the answers online. That would be cheating, and this is supposed to be fun. Each question is worth 1 point, and you'll have only a few moments to answer each one. At the end of the game, you'll total your points and post your score in the comments below. Now, you'd assume that this relies on the honor system, and while, yes, I do kindly ask that you're honest with your postings, I should also warn you that my co-host Jeb hit the dating scene hard last year. He was on all the dating apps, and things ended pretty roughly. He hit rock bottom, in a sense, so he knows a cheater when he sees one, so be careful. Isn't that right, Jeb? Anyway, that's all there is to it, so let's start the quiz. Now, for the first question. It is an easy one. Where is this location? It may be zoomed in and blurry, but is it the Schwank Fortress, Rogueport Sewers, the Tower of Riddles, or Hooktail's Castle? And that's time! If you said Schwank Fortress, you are correct. Give yourself a point. If you said one of the others, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. On to question 2. What is the name of Twilight Town's mayor? Is it Darkly, Gloomer, Dower, or O'Chunks? Time's up! The correct answer of this young Chad and his handsome eyebrows is Mayor Dower. I'm sure you all got it correct, so give yourself a point if you did. Alright, that question was too easy, but it only gets harder from here, much harder, so prepare yourself. Question 3. At Keelhaul Key, according to Flavio's sea shanty, how many times does Red Stash land on his end? Does Red Stash get spin jumped 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, or 5 times? This one's really simple, so I'm not giving you that much time on it. Put those calculators down, because Red Stash lands on his end 3 times. If you were right, give yourself another point. You made Jeb happy, and Jeb loves to be happy. Look at that smile. He loves everybody. Time for question 4. This one is pretty fun, but also kind of easy. Remember, they will get more difficult later. So, where exactly does this music play? Is it in the Schwank Fortress, the Pit of 100 Trials, the Creepy Steeple, or Pirate's Grotto? We are out of time, so if you said Pirate's Grotto, you are absolutely correct. Let's jump right into question 5. This one is very simple, so I'll just say it. How many floors does the X-Naut Fortress have? Does it have 2, 3, 4, or 5 floors? You have a few moments to think this one through. Alright, time's up. The X-Naut Fortress has sublevel 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it also, of course, has level 1. Did you remember level 1 and say 5 floors in total? Because if you did, then you are correct. 20 questions to go, and you are doing great so far, so let's just move along. Question 6. How many passenger cabins are on the XS Express? Are there 7 cabins, 8 cabins, 9 cabins, 10 cabins, or 64 cabins? Guys, I'm just kidding. There obviously aren't 7 cabins. But could you imagine? That would be so lame. A train with only 7 cabins? Come on, we'll get that one out of here. All right, think this one through. You got about 5 more seconds. All right, you're out of time. The XS Express has 8 cabins. I know it kind of feels like it has 9, at least for me, but it has 8. These are occupied on Mario's initial journey by the Gold Bob family, this corporate rat, Pennington, Mario, Ghosty, Hefty, Toodles, and a really good Zip Toad impersonator. Like, I'm seriously impressed. It's a wonderful cosplay that you got there, man. Question 7. Speaking of the XS Express, after stopping at Riverside Station, the train passengers are kidnapped by Smorg. Interestingly, only one of the train's staff are taken rooftop alongside the passengers. Who is the only XS employee held hostage by Smorg during the boss battle? Is it the Toad waitress, Chef Shimmy, the Toad engineer, or the Toad conductor? Okay, you cool Koopas, there's no more time, but the answer we were looking for here is Chef Shimmy. While the waitress and conductor are initially pulled into the cargo area, Mario saves them before things escalate further. This poor Cheep Cheep, on the other hand, is a fish out of water in the firm grasp of Smorg. On to question 8. What is the name of this enemy? Is it a Bristle, a Spinia, a Sharpie, or a Kami Koopa? You've got about 5 seconds left, so think it through. All good? Okay, you said you were ready. All right, well, if you said Kami Koopa, you're, well, how do I put this? You're incorrect. I'm sorry, but I can't give you a point. It's just wrong. The answer was a Bristle, or a Bristol, but I think it's a Bristle. This thing here, what I'm trying to say is this thing is a Bristle enemy. I know that they're nearly identical, a Bristle and a Kami Koopa, but I can't help you if you said a Kami Koopa. But if by some slim margin you did get this one correct, then give yourself another point. The challenge is going to start ramping up now with question 9. After which chapter does Princess Peach disguise herself as an X-Naut to trick Sir Grotus into giving her information? Is this intermission mission after Chapter 3 of Glitz and Glory, after Chapter 4 for Pigs the Bell Tolls, after Chapter 5 The Key to Pirates, or after Chapter 6 3 Days of Excess? All right, I'll give you a bit longer to think this one through because it is a little bit tricky and want to make sure you have plenty of time, but remember, you can always just pause the video as well. All right. This fun infiltration segment always comes up sooner than I expect. It actually takes place after Chapter 3, so fairly early on in the adventure. If you got this one right, great job. Have another point. You earned it. And moving on to question 10. Miss Mouse appears often throughout the game and later becomes an optional ally. Theoretically, if you unlock her as soon as possible, she shows up during the events of every chapter in the game, either as an NPC or as a playable partner. Every chapter, that is, except for one, which is the only chapter she is completely excluded from no matter what. And there's no multiple choice on this one, just think it through and shout it out. Again, you can pause the video if you need more time to think. Just remember, no cheating. Jeb is watching you always. He's always watching. Just look at these eyes. Always watching. They can even see your Google search history. And he is traumatized by it. Alright, that's time. The delicious Miss Mouse appears as a badge thief in Hooktail's castle, the Great Boggly Tree, and again in the Glitz Pit. After being absent from Chapter 4 entirely, she can be unlocked as an ally prior to sailing to Keelhaul Key. This means you can actually unlock her before Bobbery. So, the answer is that she cannot appear during the events of Chapter 4, which is a shame for her because the creepy steeple has some really nice treasure inside. Alright, on to question 11. Hey Jeb, you want to read this one out for me, buddy? Thanks, Jeb. You're the best, man. All right, contestants, you're on the clock. My friends, there is no more time. The answer, of course, is Sublevel 2. If you said anything else, your Paper Mario knowledge compared to mine is sublevel. I'm just kidding, of course. Question 12. In the 66th Trivia Quiz-Off, the Trivia Thwomp asks Mario for the name of the girl in Petalburg who's waiting patiently for Coop's return. Her name, of course, and the correct answer, as we all know, is Koopy-Koo. In addition to this correct option, he also provides 3 incorrect options. Which of these options is not one of Thwomp's multiple choice answers? Is it Petuni, Marilyn, Flavio, or Croup? You're nearly out of time, and the correct answer is Croup. Thwomp gives 4 options in total, and they are Petuni, Marilyn, Flavio, and Koopy-Koo. Moving quickly into question 13. How much does one stay at the Royal Poshley Park Tower cost? Will it set you back 20 coins, 30 coins, 40 coins, or 50 coins? This one is rather simple. You either remember it or you don't. The correct answer is 30 coins. It's a bit steep, which is why I always save an end coupon for exactly this purpose. It's time for question 14 as things continue to get more challenging. How much HP does the healing properties of Koopasta recover? Is it 4 HP, 7 HP, 10 HP, or 12 HP? Speaking of Koopasta, it's yummy and easy to make. Just buy some fresh pasta from Poshley Heights and cook it up with a turtley leaf for a fresh, natural taste. Old Mayor Croup has a few turtley leaves growing in his garden, so you can just nab one of those when he isn't looking. It's a nice dish, you know. I think I'm actually gonna make that for myself tonight for dinner, I think. Anyway, that is time. The answer, if you're ready for it, is 7 HP. It also replenishes 7 FP, but that wasn't the question. If you answered 7 HP, you are correct. Question 15. What the heck is the name of this character? It's driving me crazy, and I need you guys to tell me. Is it Goomther, McGoomba, Goom Goom, or at Goombella Lover 6969? I'll give you just a few seconds to answer, and that is time. Of course, there is only one correct answer. That is the name of this creepy loner, and that's Goom Goom. Found during a Trouble Center quest, Goom Goom rejects anyone who comes to date him except Goombella, and I can't blame him because she's a beautiful woman, but Goombella, however, naturally detests him. Oh, to be young and feel the sting of unrequited love. Hey, wait. I'm 28 and I feel the sting of unrequited love. And that's even worse. Question 16. What is the maximum HP of Smorg? Is it 40, 45, 50, or 55 HP? This, of course, is not including its tentacles, which count HP separately. Time's up. If you said Smorg has 50 HP, you are absolutely correct. Give yourself a round of applause and let's move on. Question 17. Speaking of Smorg and the Access Express, how much does one Thunder Rage cost to board the train's item shop? Is it 11, 13, 15, or 17 coins? I like Thunder Rage. It's easy to use and you kill bad guys with it. It's fun. It's simple. I like it. It's a nice item. Oh yeah, we're out of time. Okay, let's see the answer. The correct answer is 15 coins. Mark your point down or don't if you didn't get it. Question 18. We have one final Access Express question here. I know that the amount of questions about this train has been a little bit excessive. But there's good trivia for it, so you know, we're doing it. Okay, question 18. How many coins does Chef Shimmy reward Mario after Mario completes his Trouble Center request and brings him 3 ingredients? Okay, so again, this is from the Trouble Center. Chef Shimmy asks for 3 ingredients, and he gives Mario a gift when Mario does it. So, what is that reward? Does he give Mario 20 coins, 30 coins, 40 coins, or a kiss on the lips? This one is super tough and situational, but give it your best try. Or a random guess, because you'd have a 1 in 4 chance of being correct. Okay, that's time. If you said 40 coins, you are absolutely correct. Another fun fact, these 3 items, which are a golden leaf, a keel mango, and a mystic egg, only sell for a maximum of 16 coins if you sell them to the shops. But since Shimmy pays you 40 coins, Mario earns a 150% upcharge on delivery. Maybe Shimmy isn't such a cheap after all, huh? Speaking of cheap, it's time to introduce this video's sponsor, and actually my very first sponsor ever, so this is a very cool moment for me on here at JoPro. And yeah, so today's sponsor is Podley's Place. Podley's Place is located in the heart of Rogueport Square. Come inside and stay warm with the local riffraff and enjoy some spirits while you relax and recharge. There's even an inn conveniently located upstairs that charges a respectable 5 coins a night. Sure, the roof is leaking, the bar is messy, and the proprietor is a lousy piece of shit. But they're today's sponsor, so we're not gonna talk about any of that, you know. Where was I? Oh yeah. Podley's Place. Mention this ad on your next visit for 2 for 1 Chocola Colas. Now that's a special deal. Alright. That went well. Hey everybody, welcome back, and we're on to question 19. Where is the Zap Tap badge originally found? Is it within the Pit 100 Trials, the X-Naut Fortress, the lovely House of Badges, or tradable in Dazzle's inventory? I'll give you just a few more moments for this one. Alright, that's it. Let's see the answer. The Zap Tap badge can only be found on floor 30 of the Pit of 100 Trials. And we've made it to question 20. These have been too easy. That's it. I'm making the rest of these near impossible. Get ready for brain pain. Which of the following locations are the Traveling Sisters 3 never seen visiting? Is it the Great Boggly Tree, Twilight Town, Keelhaul Key, or do they visit all 3 of these at some point? You're really gonna need to think on this one. It's pretty tricky. I told you they were gonna get more difficult, so just pause the video and click play when you're ready to go. Alright, time is up. The answer is none of the above, as they do visit all 3 of these locations. They actually appear in every chapter of the game except for chapter 5 and 8, and while they obviously don't appear on Keelhaul Key during chapter 5, they can be found on the island during the post-game. As for the Boggly Tree, they only appear outside of the tree for a very short time, which can be easily missed by the player unless you exit the tree mid-chapter. It's a total blink and you'll miss it moment. The point is, they go to all these locations, so we should be good to go to the next question. Question 21. Before using the giant cannon, Mario and company have to track General White down by backtracking to several locations. The first destination is Petalburg, and the last is Far Outpost. There are 4 other locations you must venture to in between these. Those are the Great Tree, Glitzville, Twilight Town, and Keelhaul Key. I want you to place these 4 locations in the order you have to visit them in. There's no multiple choice on this one. You just gotta pause the video, take as much time as you need, and put these 4 destinations in the order that General White goes to them. Alright, you pressed play, so I'm assuming you have the correct answer, right? I hope so. After going to Petalburg, Mario is next directed to Keelhaul Key. Then, Papatch sends Mario up to Glitzville, where Podler redirects Mario to the Great Tree. After the tree, Mario must journey to Twilight Town before finally returning to Far Outpost to see this piece of shit sleeping in bed. Oh, I hate it. Okay, so the order is Keelhaul Key, Glitzville, The Great Tree, and Twilight Town. If you got the sequence of all 4 correct, give yourself a point. All right, contestants, we're in the home stretch. Only 4 questions remain. How you feeling down here, Jeb? I have never seen him to be so happy to be alive and thriving like this. The energy in this room is palpable, and Jeb is he's just thriving. He also reminded me to let you guys know that the questions are gonna become extraordinarily difficult from here on out, so good luck. Question 22. This one will be easy for you speedrunners out there, but what exactly is today's code? Is it 014029, 294379, 042209, 209089, 309709, or 041079? I'll give you just a few more moments, or you can always pause. Alright, my friends, today's code is a memo written down in the X-Naut Fortress that is used as a passcode. It never changes, and from what I understand, it is the same in all versions of the game and countries where the game is sold. And the code itself, and the answer, of course, is 014029. Great going if you got it right. I probably would not have. Question 23. Earlier, we learned that this creep's name was Goom Goom, but then what the heck is the name of this guy over here sniffing flowers? Is it Goomez, McGoomba, Goomther, or Goomfree? By the way, according to the RDM issue 4, this little fella is 40 years old and accidentally eats flowers while falling asleep. So yeah, he's a bit of a weirdo. And with that, we are out of time. The name this lonely Goomba's poor mother gave him was, unfortunately for him, Goomez. On to question 24. When the Great Gonzalez enters the Glitz Pit as a fighter for the very first time, who is ranked 14 at that time? Is it the Handed Overs, the KP Koopas, Crawdaddy, or the Punk Rocks? Speaking of, Jeb actually is a huge fan of the Punk Rocks. Anytime I bring them up, he just loses his mind. He cannot contain himself. I mean, #1 fan territory, I would say. I mean, just look at him. Just look at him go. He's crazy. He's just crazy. This one is big time tough. You're gonna have to rack your brain, so pause it if you need to think it over, but no cheating, of course. Okay, folks, that is time. Ranked 14 in the Glitz Pit before the Great Gonzalez uproots their position is the Handed Overs. If you got it correct, take a point. Great job. But if you get it wrong, I will not hand it over. I'm sorry, I know that was a bad joke. Are you ashamed of me, Jeb? I think he's ashamed of me. Jeb, are you ashamed of me? Yeah, Jeb's ashamed. He's always ashamed of me. You can just kind of tell, and it breaks my heart when I think about it. Yeah. And that brings us to the final question. You got it, you made it. We're here, number 25. This is it. Dazzle is a cool character you can trade star pieces for badges with. How many star pieces does Dazzle charge to trade for the Item Hog badge? The Item Hog badge, okay? Is it 5 star pieces, 7 star pieces, 9 star pieces, 10 star pieces, 14 star pieces, or 15 star pieces? Star pieces, star pieces, star pieces. How many times am I gonna say star pieces? All right, think about this one. You got a lot of options here on screen. Tell me which one's correct. All right, time is up, and for our very final answer of the night, I will let Jeb do us the honor of telling us this correct answer. Go ahead, Jeb, when you're ready, on your own time, buddy. Jeb, they're all waiting for you. I got like 400,000 people viewing this video. It's not that many, but don't tell him that. And he thinks I'm a big YouTuber. Anyways, give him the final answer. All right, there he does it. There you go, folks, the final answer. I'm really impressed that some of you knew it was only 5 star pieces for the item hog, like only 5. I made that one the outlier option just to trick you up, and I guess it didn't work because I know you got it right. You know who you are, and I know you got it right because some of you are smart, really smart people. Anyway, congrats again for making it through 25 questions of the 67th Trivia Quiz-Off. A winner is you just for making it through. But now it is time to tally up and see how many of the 25 answers you got correctly and post them in the comments. If you got less than 5 correct, your reward is, you're gonna have to make out with Chef Shimmy and his big old fish lips. If you got 5 to 9 correct, you did all right. Here, take this dried shroom. It's really good. For 10 to 14 correct, you did about average. Here, have a yummy bowl of kupasta. It heals 7 HP, you know, and 7 FP. If you answered 15 to 19 correctly, you're really good, actually. That's probably the range I would have landed in myself, and you've earned my respect. And 4 star pieces. If you got 20 to 24 correct, your prize is the Emerald Star. It's quite gorgeous. Well done. You're awesome. If you somehow managed to get all 25 questions correct, that is genuinely insane, and I don't know how, so like please tell me in the comments below because I want to talk to you, and that's incredible. Way better than I would have done, so congratulations. Also, your prize is a romantic date with the XS Express waitress, so I hope you like girls and toads and toad girls. And with that, the 67th Trivia Quiz-Off has ended. Thank you so much for watching my very first quiz video, and make sure to subscribe to come back for more. I have been your host, JoPro, and I've been joined by the ever so charming Jeb. Say goodbye to everybody, Jeb. Yep. Great job. So anyways, with that said, we are done here. Have a great night. Drive safely back home, and we'll see you next time.